You fucking vampire.
Let's go.
All right. Welcome back to the Jojitorium. Well, I think remember too. Whenever we found the German Scheiser porn. Let's not lie to each other. You're in twerk classes over there. That's what
yeah. That's all it is.
The fitness class.
Working on them TikTok videos you like so much.
Dead face.
Got right in front of you.
Welcome back to the Jojitorium. You know who it is. It's Adam. It's Matt. We're just kidding with the boys. And this is for all my juggalos and juggalettes.
Whoop, whoop.
Death to false coffee! Black Forge Coffee brings all the things that the boys love.
And
great coffee, death metal, and all the black t-shirts that we can buy.
Black's my favorite color.
This woman-owned and ran business has been killing the coffee game for years with seasonal coffee drinks and frequent live music shows to go alongside the independent artist expos.
They're crushing it.
You can bring death to false coffee by pledging thyself at the pulpit of caffeine by heading to the Black Forge Coffee House in McKees Rocks and following them on all social media by searching out Black Forge Coffee Shop. But just make sure you tell them that the boys sent you.
Or don't bother.
Welcome back. Why are you being an asshole?
You made us juggalos in the last week?
Yeah.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Why would you do that to us?
It's not like it was intentional, but let me just tell you right now, our last TikTok and IG reel did bring out the gathering a little bit. It's been going really well for us. We've gotten like dozens and dozens of followers, and they are all juggalos and juggalettes. It's family now. Whoop whoop.
Family. Cool.
Yeah. Why aren't you excited?
We can monetize it. I'll get plenty excited.
It's not about exploiting the family for money, dude. It's all about being a part of something.
That was more like a church.
I mean, it kind of is.
Get the money, no taxes. Huh?
No, it's separation church and state. Yeah, dude.
We'll see how this goes.
Going really well because just so you know, I knew you were going to do this, so I went ahead. And I
do like Black Forge Coffee. I'm just down about being a juggalo.
I know, and that's why I was like, I have to check in with you because you're saying things I don't know, but I knew you were going to be a douche about us having juggalo friends now and being in the family. So I want to let you know there are several celebrities that you know, and they identify themselves as juggalos. Kane Hodder, which you like, right there. Yeah. Charlie Sheen, Tiger Blood.
Tiger Woods? Oh, Tiger Blood.
Tiger Blood. Yeah. Well, I mean, he did a lot of Tiger Woodsy shit, though.
He did.
Yeah. Professional wrestlers, Kazushige Nosawa.
Doesn't sound like you know him.
I don't know him. But I know Vampiro, Colt Cabana, and Willie Mack. Those are good.
Why would you include a wrestler you don't know how to pronounce?
I don't know.
That's the most juggalo thing you could have done.
Whoop, whoop, dude. That's what I'm saying. And then rappers Chuck D, Coolio, R.I.P., Kung Fu Vampire, Murs, MC Lars, and Vanilla Ice.
That's not surprising.
Yeah.
Vanilla Ice is...
Dude, all those people are juggalos, and you're not excited about this?
I like Colt Cabana.
And Vampiro.
I do like, yeah.
You like Vampiro, and you like Kane Hodder.
Oh, by God, it's Kane.
Yeah, by God, it's Kane.
By God, it's Jason.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like,
cool.
Dude, we're juggalos.
So you're just saying we're in good company? Are we celebrities now? Like, do we get on that list?
Yeah, dude, they include us now.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. Right. We're juggalo royalty.
It might be our first live podcast. We get Fago
at the
straight
gathering
on our equipment.
Oh, dude, I ordered Fago from Amazon.
Yes.
That's, that's what juggalos really enjoy.
I did drink it growing up because
we're poor.
Yeah. Rust Belt.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the Rust Belt, Adam, you did go on a bit of an excursion yourself.
I did, down to the Mid-Atlantic Bay Area.
Yeah. So, and you were sending me some pictures of some really cool stuff. So, what'd you go down there and do? You weren't going to the gathering, clearly, but you went to something. What was that?
We went down to see Bloodywood, which is actually an Indian metal band. They were playing the Soundstage in Baltimore at Inner Harbor. So, went down there, checked out some brewery, ate some good seafood.
Nice.
Went to the National Aquariums there. That was cool.
Cool.
Saw some dolphins.
Any beers that are... well, I'd hope you'd see some. Did you try any beers that you really liked when you were down there?
Yeah, our round one beer, our round one brewery and beer were both very good. Checker Spot in Baltimore.
Cool.
That's the only one I got to hit in Baltimore while I was there. And then on our way back, we hit South County.
Nice.
Just outside of York, PA. Really nice tap room. Delicious American light lager. Check it out if you're
going light
on the east side of the state. That's my second trek to the east side of the state this year, and my last.
No, that's it for this year.
Going to Ohio in a few weeks, and then I'm done.
Opposite. Yeah, then you're just staying at home base.
Yeah.
We did travel this week, though, too. We featured on Hop Nation.
Yes.
Real quick.
Check out that episode.
Yeah, came out.
It's up on Spotify now.
Yeah, and it came out on Friday.
And wherever you find
Sunday. Yeah. They always say anything begins in pod and ends in cast because they're a 5-star podcast, but they only allow.
No, they're a 6-star podcast, but they only are allowed to get
5 somethings.
Stars. Yeah, every week it's different.
Yeah. 5 minutes of them ripping on me because you're an asshole. I wanted to get to that part.
Oh, you're going to beat me to the punch, huh?
A little bit of hard feelings here because you can't win anything with me and not be a dick about it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Because you put me through so much hell on this podcast.
I don't.
It feels good.
It's fun. It's fun.
For you?
Why?
I don't know why it is.
I do a lot of research, and then I bring you some cool questions, and you get to talk to your friends on the podcast.
Yeah, you make me battle my friends, and sometimes we're not friends anymore.
You're using the B word pretty aggressively here. It's not really a battle. It's more like a healthy competition.
Well, that's all we did on Hop Nation. Healthy competition that I was better than you at. Comeback kid. I was like the fucking Steelers. When
you were down.
I was out.
You were down.
I was almost out.
Yeah, I was actually kind of giddy inside for a second because I was like, oh my god, if he completely shuts out and I have 2 points, and I don't care if I won, if I had just more points than you,
I wouldn't let it happen.
Oh, I was gonna shower you with Faygo. I was gonna give you your the christening or whatever the fuck that is, your baptism.
Just spray him in Faygo and smear white paint on their face.
You're one of us now.
But yeah, check it out to see what we're talking about. And watch Matt's feelings get crushed.
They do. And then check out our friends, Hop Nation, and follow them on all social media. They're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And they put out great stuff.
And their podcast is wherever you find your podcasts.
Yeah. 5 years running.
If you're listening to us on a platform, they are probably on the platform.
They were there before us.
Check them out. Yeah, they showed us the way.
So, Adam, you said you went down to Baltimore to pick up a round one beer. So let's go ahead and check that out. We'll call it Round 1 beers. What are we drinking?
Yeah, so we got an Oktoberfest here from Checker Spot Brewing. Like I said, they are actually a woman-owned, woman-head brewery, which is why we checked them out. Plus, we heard they make some damn good beer. And this is their Oktoberfest. It's a Marzen that they did. It's called Barkstoberfest, and Barks is the Baltimore area animal rescue and care shelter. So proceeds from these cans went to the doggies and the kitties down there. So we like to help them out on this podcast and in this brewery. So let's check it out. I believe they had actually 2 different Oktoberfests. They had a fest beer and a Marzen on. I think I had the Marzen when I was there. So you should be liking this.
Oh, yeah. It's a little sweeter than I'm used to for an Oktoberfest, but I like it. It's balanced.
I was real late on the pour, so you're going to have to keep filling it.
That's okay, because...
it's got a good color.
It really does. This is it's definitely a lighter side of the Oktoberfest, which isn't a bad thing, because it still has a really good caramelly taste, good like I said, caramel notes on there. The color's on point, and it's nice and light. I kind of feel like this is the kind of one that you have in the tent all day while you're eating the sausages, having the Oktoberfest fun.
It is a sweet caramel note, but it's light.
Yeah.
So I like the balance.
It's not overwhelming.
If it was heavy and super caramely, sometimes that, I'd still like it. It sits heavy on me, but this is good. It's very good, and I poured it nice and slow.
Yeah.
Like John Taffer told us not to. Idiot.
John Taffer, if you ever had this flavor, he's like a talking fucking eraser at the end of a pencil, just flapping his head up and down. He's shut it down.
He looks like one of the Garbage Pail Kids grew up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. One of the Garbage Pail Kids took steroids and is fucking John Taffer.
Just in the shoulders.
Yeah, barroom Barry over there. Just fucking. If you want to go on Checker Spot Brewing, just search them on all social media. They are at Checker Spot Brewing Company on all social media. I believe it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and they are also on Untapped. And be nice on Untapped, you motherfuckers.
Yeah, we've seen some mean stuff on there.
Yeah.
Other breweries, and I don't like it. Yeah, and they had a ton of breweries on. I want to say 16 drafts.
16.
And then they probably had like 16 more that were just in cans. But
Wow.
if you want a can, they'll just pour it in a pint glass for you.
That's really cool.
So you have a wide array of options. They have it blocked out by category, like seasonals, hoppy, lagers, crispies,
Was it a big space that they had so many different beers?
Yeah, really. The indoor space was pretty big, but then they had like a really nice outdoor space, and they're actually relocating in the next year or two,
cool.
across the parking lot from where they are, just to a massive facility.
place, yeah.
So, yeah.
That's cool. Good on them, man.
Yeah, really
Good.
cool spot.
Yeah.
Glad we stopped.
Yeah, this is a big reason. When I'm driving down south, I take 2 family vacations every year. I might have to breeze through Baltimore, pick up some four skis on the
There you
way. Yeah, I actually have to go through Baltimore now.
Take the
Whoop whoop.
take the girls to the aquarium.
We can. So, Adam, while we sip on this delicious beer, we are going to go to some combat sports news. They're from Buckle to Bella Bellator and back. The boys bring you the best combat news in the biz. So, do you remember Le'Veon Bell?
I do.
Yeah. Well, he's on a Jake Paul fight card now. I know that's going to make you so happy.
He was our running back turned jet ski enthusiast, right?
Yeah, he was. Yeah. He decided that holding out despite millions of dollars being on the table was a smart move. And then he finally, after all these years, was like, kind of regret, not taking the money.
Yeah. Now I need it.
Yeah, now he does need it because he's on the fight card, Jake Paul and Anderson Silva. So if you guys didn't know, Le'Veon Bell made his professional debut in an exhibition match against Adrian Peterson, who we have found out Adrian has no chin.
He's a monster.
Well, he has no chin.
He's a terrible person.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We don't want to talk about it, but
Nope.
Jesus
He's
Christ.
a bad person.
Just Google it.
Yeah.
Get on the Googs. But he did take Adrian Peterson down in a technical knockout back in September in the 5th round. So now this maligned former NFL running back will lock horns with Uriah Hall.
He's done.
He is fucked.
He's going to get his head kicked off.
Yes, because Hall is a former UFC standout. Hall used to be the most shredded guy in that weight division. He totes a 17-11 record with 13 wins via knockout, despite announcing his retirement after his defeat against Andre Muniz at UFC 276. Hall believes that he can reinvigorate his combat sports career with his matchup against a known athlete in Bell.
I think he can, too. I think Bell will have a distinct size advantage, though.
Yeah.
Because Hall was, like, ripped for his division, but he was, like, a middleweight or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
He was a smaller guy, but he's super strong. He's got a really heavy
he
right
just throws
hand.
weird
Yeah.
kicks, too, like you wouldn't see coming. Like, crazy roundhouse, crazy spin kicks. So, I don't know if Bell can train for all that.
I don't know, man.
In
That's
this short fight career he's had.
well, but it's a boxing match though too. So you're
okay.
Because
Sorry.
if it was an MMA
Missed that
match,
part.
dude,
Yeah, it was
fucking
over.
forget about it.
Okay, yeah, so that's a better match at least.
But Hall has that really heavy right hand.
I mean, yeah, Hall's.
But how does it translate? And then again, too, but Hall, and we've seen now too. I mean, aside from the fights that Jake Paul has paid people to take dives in, you've seen MMA fighters when they're training for boxing. A lot of that Muay Thai kickboxing does translate well with the shifting of the hips and moving your center of gravity through your punches, kinetic energy, and everything. So, I have a lot of faith in Uriah Hall. I think that he's gonna go out there and really give Bell, who is a freak athlete, he is really strong. I think Bell's going to bring a lot of knockout power, but I think Hall's going to bring a fight acumen and a good heavy right hand to the game.
I got to find this card. When's this? Do you know when this is?
October 22nd, I believe.
Okay, a few weeks. Cool.
A couple weeks now, yeah. The card is short for this one. It doesn't have as many bouts on it that you usually see on a Jake Paul card. Because one thing I do like, listen.
He pays.
He does pay, and he brings on women fighters, and he brings on fighters that are getting their professional debuts and stuff, and he gets them a purse. I mean, it's a big catch whenever you get one of these fights. But this one is, I think it's only 6 fights, which is pretty short. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for the total card, yeah, that's usually the main card.
As I say, yeah, there's the prelims are cut and everything. There's not really much going on, but I think too that kind of goes back to that last one they had on Triller. Or not Triller, on Showtime, where I don't think they, when he took on, was it Woodley? But he didn't sell.
Yes.
He didn't sell a lot, and they were kind of worried about that. Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll have to check it out. We'll
Dip in the toe bag.
see the highlights. I do want to see the highlights between Paul and Silva. I want to see if Silva got the purse to take a dive or not. So, Daniel Cormier to WWE confirmed?
Yes.
Question mark?
It looks like it.
Yeah, well, he is going to be a referee at Extreme Rules, which you've probably watched. If you're watching us, then it was yesterday. We'll hope into the future. But DC came out and he cut a scathing promo against Riddle and Seth Rollins, saying, "I'm caught down the middle. You ain't gonna fuck around when I'm in the cage with you guys. No BS." Of course, this gets the room mill churning. You know, remember, if you go back, how many years was it when Brock Lesnar came into the Octagon and pushed DC when he won that heavyweight championship? It was a few years ago.
17, 18 maybe?
Yeah. Very, very pro wrestling interaction between those two parties. Right. Yeah, it wasn't so much like an MMA stare down, but that push has been on everyone's mind because DC has said on multiple occasions that he's pretty much done with the UFC fight game. He's doing pretty well in commentary.
He's one of my favorites in commentary, yeah.
But I think, if you want to make some money...
Maybe he's taking Jimmy Schmidt's job.
Yeah, well, R.I.P. Jimmy Schmidt.
I don't know if that's later in our news or not.
No, it's not, because I don't even give a fuck about Michael Cole. I don't. I can't.
Nobody can.
No.
Nobody can.
But if DC
Vintage Matt doesn't give a shit.
Don't give a shit. Get out of my face. Daniel Cormier going to WWE is pretty cool. But do you think that he would have a collision course with Brock Lesnar, or do you think he'd lock horns with somebody else?
I could see them doing that at Mania. The celebrity tie-in, the athlete tie-in, like they do with Rousey. Well, like how they brought Rousey in.
That's true.
He's older, though, so I don't know if he'd ever be like a full-time
I don't
wrestler.
think. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I don't know what kind of shape he's in.
Well, the problem too is like you could lock him up with Lesnar because it's big miss with the Lesnar Reigns match. You really could have had Brock take over as a full-time wrestler because he has the time. Reigns wants to go part-time. Brock wants to go full-time, but you keep the belt on Reigns. So you really got a storyline there. So you got to kind of figure out, if you want to bring DC in to fight, you kind of got to put him with Brock Lesnar.
Right.
Yeah, because right now, I'm hoping at this point, our boy Finn Balor, rumored to get a huge push from WWE Creative. Oh my God. He's supposed to be the one to take the belt off of Reigns.
And then take him out of those pants.
Get him out of those pants and into my car.
You didn't see that coming.
I did not see that coming, but I couldn't agree with you more. He's a smoke show.
I would love it for the belt, one of the belts to be on him and one on the roller coaster Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I would. Well, then they said, too, that the Creative has zero push for Cody to get the title.
Well, that was when Vince was still in. That was a past report. When Vince was there, it was not.
It's kind of lingering.
Well, he's also hurt.
There are some.
He hurt his boob.
He did. But there are some rumors still, too, that Triple H still has some salty dog feelings about how Cody Rhodes debuted AEW.
I think it's fine.
Well, I think
that skull throne looked like shit. Come on. Get over it.
It did. But also, too, Triple H is about the bottom line.
Whatever's best for business.
Best for business, baby. And I think that's what Cody Rhodes is. I mean, you still go back to that debut against Seth Rollins, and that is it's amazing. Yeah.
So, any other dream matches for Cormier?
I would it'd be kind of cool if you got the dudes who had MMA backgrounds and kind of put them in like a...
Yeah, I was like that or amateur wrestling backgrounds.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Something like Chad Gable or
that'd
that Gable Stevenson they just brought in.
That'd be fun.
I could totally see DC managing him.
Oh yeah,
too.
That'd be cool.
Or Matt Riddle.
But I think Riddle has his. I think he's gonna get locked up when Randy comes back from
Randy
from the injury, because there's conflicting reports on Randy Orton too. Like they said, some people are saying long term, some people are saying short term. But Randy Orton has shown on multiple occasions that he has a really unique ability to heal pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't count it out. But the rumor that I hope is true, I really do, is that RVD wants to come in and tag up with Matt Riddle. Oh my God, could you imagine that team?
Team 420.
Team 420 all day.
Go.
You'd have to really roll back the testing on the athletes.
Yes. Well, I think WWE has waived that now.
They have?
For marijuana. I think they waived testing.
It's about time. Joe Biden just actually pardoned everybody. With
Yeah,
it.
not to get into politics, but it's not a federal. It's not the federal offense it was. I don't know if it's just rolled back to a different.
It's rolled back. Simple possession's a thing that you don't get jammed up for anymore. There's
I'm still not allowed.
104 pardons in Pennsylvania on this side.
I'm still not allowed.
Nope, you're not.
But it's progress.
Hey, Adam. Quick question. Because of all the back and forth between MMA and pro wrestling, there was an article that came out, I believe it was Ariel Helwani was talking about how MMA is killing pro wrestling. Despite the fact he covers pro wrestling, but he feels that more and more combat fans are steering away from pro wrestling and running to the fandom of MMA. So I kind of wanted to get your thoughts on this. Do you think do you see that happening more?
Yeah, but not more. I mean, I think he's late to the party there. That's like saying, oh, guess what? It rained yesterday.
Yeah.
It's like, it's been happening for over a decade now, I think.
I would say, too. I mean, and you saw the penultimate.
I think it's slowed down, honestly, recently. Yeah. I'm not as interested in either anymore.
Well, that's the hard part,
to
too.
Be honest.
Because
as far as, like, I'm fine
power.
covering it, and I'm fine watching what's good.
Yeah.
But I just don't have the hours to watch every single thing that's
the toughest part, man. Yeah. And also, like, superstar power is really limited. There's really not in pro wrestling and in MMA. There's not someone I'm like, I gotta see what that person's doing.
I think you're getting there again in wrestling now with WWE.
Who would you put up there?
I think Balor could be a guy like I need to see what they're doing. If Bray comes back,
it's a guy.
Last night when you're listening to this, that's a guy that everybody's going to tune in for. If CM Punk comes back, that's a guy people tune in for. There's not a lot of big. I think Roman Reigns is actually becoming.
Yeah.
The whole bloodline is becoming a thing. Like every week, I want to see what Sami Zayn's doing.
I do too. Yeah.
That might just be me, but I think he's doing what he's doing.
I love it
so well.
Yeah.
But there's not. I don't see another Roman Reigns or The Rock or Austin on the horizon. You know what I mean? They're gonna have to fix that.
I tell you what's gonna.
Seth Rollins could be that guy, but he's already.
He's jacked up on there. Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you right now. You know what's gonna boost pro wrestling is when all of these promoters finally take off the reins and do cross promotional pay-per-views.
Yeah, if it happens, I don't know. AEW's their backstage issues
are tough. Yeah.
Ramping up.
Yeah.
Which we're gonna get into.
We're gonna get to
I
right
just scrolled
now.
down and saw it.
Adam with the segue. Andrade El Idolo taking on Sammy Guevara. So AEW is becoming, like you said, more known for their backstage drama than anything else. The latest entry is Sammy Guevara taking on El Idolo after they shared some Twitter beef back and forth that escalated to a physical altercation between the parties prior to AEW's anniversary show, which is pretty good. Reports actually indicate that El Idolo was like, I'm going to be early. And he showed up and waited. And as soon as Sammy Guevara came in, he was like, "Fuck you." he beyond meated him, bang, and just got right to him.
I heard he threw punches. I haven't checked up on it. I don't know if anything connected, but
I think it was enough to.
He got sent home.
Yeah, he did get sent home, and
he was
Sammy
supposed to be on Rampage
Friday,
which we all know he's not there now.
Yeah, yeah, but it all kind of goes back to. Andrade went on the Mas Lucha show where he criticized Sammy because Sammy criticized Andrade for hitting too hard.
Yeah, he said he was too stiff.
Yeah, too stiff, too hard style. The blame for all this is falling all over the place, but one thing is certain. Backstage talent is absolutely pissed that Sammy Guevara did not get sent home. He was able to wrestle in the main event where he and Chris Jericho took home the win over Mr. Garcia and the American Dragon.
Well, and I mean, it's more of a problem because now TMZ's in your backstage. They reported. That's where I saw it first.
Me too.
Which is an issue for AEW. Like there's definitely leaks, and I think I don't know. Maybe CM Punk was right.
Yeah.
Black, Alistair.
Yeah.
Black or
Malachi
Black, whatever his name is now.
Well, you're not wrong.
He said his stuff got leaked.
Leaked, yeah.
Yeah, he was like, my mental health wasn't supposed to be publicized and all this other stuff. Like, that was between me and management.
Right. And it's everywhere.
I mean, you got to tighten up that back room.
Hire Vince McMahon.
No. Promote Regal.
Yeah. That'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Adam, going into some other kind of combat news here, I found two articles that I'm really liking right now. First one, combat at the polls. If you're listening to us today on this beautiful Sunday morning, as you should and you could, you should know that the Germans are in a little bit of a cheeky mood. Because in Berlin, a far-right party in Germany is being mocked online for planning to offer voters soft candies that bear a striking resemblance to a dildo. The party's regional chairman, Frank Rinsick, dismissed what he called the media's excitement over the issue and that they're, quote, not taking any consequences, whatever the fuck that means. So Adam did wave.
In German, it seems a lot more threatening.
Very much so. In German speak, that means, hey, man, we're going to annihilate you. But Adam Adam gave the old magic wave.
Magic.
But Adam, you can see it here. Those are dicks.
Can't be anything else, in my opinion. It could be a Nike swoosh with a dickhead on it.
That's what they tried to say. Yeah.
That's still a dick.
Well, yeah, just do it.
Just dick it.
Just dick it. Hey, watch out for this German right-wing party. They'll finger you with their penises.
I mean, you see on the bag though, as we have it up, it is like a Nike swoosh with it's supposed to be a Nike swoosh with an arrow, I think.
That's a penis.
But they could have sharpened up them gummies a little bit.
I'm gonna say right now, I'm pretty sure Nike at one point wanted to put out like their own gummies, and they were like, "Hey, man, that looks like a dick."
Gonna work.
Yeah.
The biggest question is, can I get these for trick or treating this year?
I already got you some. Okay, cool. Yeah. It's crazy though. You already had.
I wasn't gonna give it to kids. I was just gonna eat them all.
It's crazy because you already had dick-shaped candy up in your drawer though.
That's all gone. I got through that.
I knew it. I knew it. Like one of the bags was open, and I figured you were already digging into that shit.
Mm-hmm. It was a brew day today. I got hungry.
You just go to the party supply stores and find all the Bachelorette stuff. Give me all the dicks.
Oh, you having a party? Nah, I just like the taste.
You having a party? Sure.
Well, it's really easy to keep it hands free because you got the sack there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and especially you get the big gummy. Yeah, you just put the balls. Like,
well, I bought one for somebody.
Yeah, you did
last Christmas.
So, Adam, how about combating that yayo at the border in baby wipes?
What's yayo mean?
It's street slang for cocaine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, got that yay.
Cool.
So, the Laredo Columbia Solidarity International Bridge brought some attention to a shipping delivery last week. Yeah, pretty much. Yayo. Snowing that blow. Yeah. Intercepting officials recovered 1,500 pounds of cocaine.
That's 3/4 of a ton, y'all.
Hidden where you would least expect it to be.
A butt.
Well, yeah. What kind of human being could hide?
You need a couple elephants.
Yeah, I would say this is a really fucked up circus.
In baby wipes, huh?
Yeah. So the top of the crates had the package of baby wipes, and when you moved the packaging, you just saw these big kilos of cocaine.
That seems kind of like
a bit lazy.
I thought they were a little more creative than that usually.
You would think, but no. They were just like, hey, bro, where should we hide the coke? Just put it under the baby wipes. Well, how? Just pick them up.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Nike.
Yeah, just do it. Dick candy. Yeah, so how officials realized that this shipment was coming through was completely... We don't know yet because the investigation is still ongoing. There are more parties that are being rounded up at this time. But it also kind of lets you know, like, this could have been going on for quite a while because this is the first shipment they've received or they intercepted with that amount of cocaine in it. And, I mean, just rule of thumb, you catch somebody doing something wrong the first time, you're not catching them doing it for the first time. It's pretty impossible.
We're getting it from somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, not we are, but the states.
Oh, we're definitely not. No, we don't.
My heart's not in any condition.
Look at us.
Although it could help me lose some weight.
Yeah, you die.
Then I lose all the weight.
Yeah, well, yeah. You actually defy gravity because for some reason you go 6 feet deep at all times.
I just look like the guy that was Sloth in 7.
I kept feeding you.
Start hanging air fresheners.
Where's Adam? You don't want to know. But I think there is an initial report that where officials were saying that they just followed a trail of really like high babies to the baby. Oh shit!
These ones feel extra good.
Wouldn't that be crazy? There's this babies like grinding their gums like. Can I have a bottle? Oh my God. You know who doesn't do cocaine though, Adam?
Our sponsors.
Our sponsors do not do cocaine. They do support us. When you support our sponsors and you support us, when you support us, you bring some pretty cool stuff, like talking about cocaine baby wipes.
Yeah.
So we'll see you on the other side. Welcome back to the Jojitorium. You know who it is. It's Adam. It's Matt. And as you can see, we are all tatted up. So Adam, I have to ask you, buddy, what's the number one rule about having tattoos?
Aftercare, Matt.
That's right, Aftercare. And what's the number one company for Aftercare?
I only use Lucky 13s.
I only use Lucky 13s as well. So, and all of our fans can too. So if you go to lucky13s.com and use our promo code MATA193529, you can save 25% on your entire order because
from the first line of your tattoo and beyond, Lucky 13s keeps you looking fresh.
Hello people, my name is Andreas and this is the Latin Jukebox because music is a lovely universal language. My name is Andreas and in my podcast we go through music, through new songs in Spanish and in English, and we go through different topics about all the things that music has in common. So follow me at Rocola del Rolo in Twitter, at Latin Jukebox _ on Instagram, and follow me. I would be really glad to meet you. Gracias, parceros. Check it out.
This is Leo Allen from Voluntary Input, and you're in the Jojitorium listening to Decaying with the Boys with Matt and Adam. Now let's get back to the show.
welcome back. Hopefully you heard something that you like. Because again, when you support our sponsors and you support us, when you support us, it brings you pretty cool stuff. And whoop whoop to my posse, Fago Abound.
Yeah, whoop whoop.
You are hating on it so much, but that's okay.
It's fine. We're going to monetize it. It's going to be great.
He wants to monetize it. I'm about family.
I'm about business.
All right, Triple H. So we are in round 2, but we're doing this differently, aren't we?
We're having round 2 beers.
We are having round
Plural.
2 beers. Plural. Listen, we love craft beer. We love it a lot. But some of you guys like to get into our DMs, slide in real nice and deep like, and say that you have better beers than us. And we say, well, we love hams. And you say, I have a better version of hams. And no, you don't. But what we're going to do now is see if your garage beer is better than our favorite garage beer. So what we're going to do is we're going to pit Hams, our lovely champion of the brew space.
Writing from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Weighing in at 12 ounces, wearing the blue trunks, Hams, from the land of sky blue waters. This is a great beer. It's a good beer to have whenever you're brewing. It's light, it's easy, it's fizzy yellow.
It's my go-to. It's cheap.
Yeah. But Adam, you went out and you got another one.
Yeah, one. I used to live in the D.C. Baltimore area, so I found basically what was our Iron City for everybody here in Pittsburgh, the Iron City of basically Philly and Baltimore. Some National Bohemian, or as they call it, Natty Bo.
Natty Bo. So what we're going to do here is we have Hams, we have Natty Bo. We're going to compare them out and see if this garage beer can take out the beloved Hams. And if you guys have a garage beer in your state, in your country, anywhere you are, and you feel like that beer can beat Hams or maybe Natty Bo, if it takes the title, let us know what it is. We'll go out and find it, and we'll bring it into the Jojitorium. We'll pit it against the current
Or
champion.
we'll figure out a way for you to send it to us.
Yeah, that'd be cool, too.
Hopefully the USPS is not listening.
They're not.
But yeah, so I think if this works out and we like it, this might be a reoccurring segment for round 2 beers, once or twice a month or whatever.
I love Hams
but we
so
will
much.
still be featuring craft beer.
Yeah, absolutely.
At least once or twice.
I love Hams so much, though. I took a big sip out of it.
So we're going Hams first?
I went Hams first. I want to get that first taste. Hams just has that like nice light flavor to it. It's just, and a little bit of sweetness. The corn really shines through on that. I like it. It's just a nice fizzy yellow.
It's got nice bitterness on the back end.
Yeah.
Got a little bitterness. Whoop, I'm not getting paid in sound effects this week. I did them both under the mic.
And then Natty Boh. I like Natty Boh. It's nice.
Ooh, that ain't bad.
It ain't bad, but it's not as sweet as the hams.
I actually like that it's not as sweet as the hams.
Uh-oh.
But I think altogether it has less flavor.
Yeah, I could.
It finishes with no bitterness.
None.
Very light. This is better than some that we'll probably be featuring.
Yeah, I would
in
say.
my opinion. This is not bad.
No. I think this is if I could, I would say if I had choices between this and like a Miller Lite or something like that, I would definitely choose a Natty Boh.
Yeah. You know what? We'll have to figure out what Sunday. Maybe it's the Sunday you guys are listening to this because I didn't look at the schedule. That the Ravens are playing the Steelers, and we should do an Icy Light, Natty Boh, and hams maybe all together.
Oh, like a three-way dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do Pittsburgh versus Baltimore. I don't know. That'll be pretty close to Icy Light, though. Not going to beat Mango. But
No,
Mango's out because it's a
Icy Light Mango's the best craft beer in Pittsburgh. Everybody fucking knows that.
I'm not going that far.
There's no debating that. Bobby Nacho said so. So that's gospel.
I like how the Natty Boh starts.
Yeah.
But I like everything else better about the hams.
I do too. I think the Natty Boh has
There's no character to it after that, but it's nice and clean. There's nothing bad about it.
No.
It's just kind of boring.
It's going against the Fantastic!
How many Natty Bohs did you have?
I had a couple before we started. I've been full to.
You were like, "Oh, I never had one of those before," and you just started slamming them.
I did too. I was like, "Oh man, what are those?" And you told me they were Baltimore's Icy Light. I'm like, I have 20 of those. You came back with cases, plural.
Yeah,
It
it was
good
very
move.
inexpensive. Yeah,
Yeah. How much was a case of this? So our listeners can know if you want to go get Natty Boh.
I think a 12-pack ran about $13.
$13 for a 12.
For 12, they didn't have cases. I was looking for cases. I just had to grab a couple 12s.
That's a good beer for.
I think it's a little bit more expensive than hams, but
Yeah. That's because hams is the champ, and everyone.
so is like
should get a
Icy
hold of it.
Light. Like there's a lot
Yeah.
that are more expensive than hams. Even our local one's more expensive than
Yeah.
this. The King here.
Okay.
So
So
So I hope you guys like this segment. We're going to try to feature some. Just do a little friendly competition between these big premium beers.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like these are the ones you can get in the grocery store. Like
And don't let it fool you. Premium in beer is not like premium in gasoline.
no.
Premium just means
You get a lot of it.
value. It's like the great value beers.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like if Walmart had a beer, this is what it is. But yeah, like I said, if you guys have a beer in your neck of the woods that you think is better than these, or ones that you remember drinking with your dad, or having garage beers while you're fixing up a car or something, or
Yeah, the old Sportster, the old truck.
let us know, and we'll try to go find it and pit it against some of Pittsburgh's best.
And if you're in a regional area and it's a regional beer, even better, because I'd love to try some regional ones we don't get here.
Absolutely, yeah.
So yeah, please let us know.
For sure. So, Adam, do you know what is coming up? Trick or treat, motherfucker! It's Halloween!
It's coming. It is coming.
Yeah, don't look excited. You should be excited.
Thrilled. I get to go see Terrifier today.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But with spooky season and us being thick dudes as we are, we need to get into what the tasty treats are for spooky season. So what I did was, to make sure I knew what my type 2 fingers were going to get into, I went to the depths of the internet, and Triller put out an article where they posed...
Not Triller. Thrillist.
Thrillist. Yeah.
Triller is... you love the Paul brothers.
I really do. There's something about them. They're just defying logic right
It's their
now.
hair.
It is.
Their hair.
I'm a hair guy.
You love blondes.
I do. But Thrillist decided to poll their readers and their editorial staff to bring what they believe are the best pieces of candy to get in your pillowcase. So, Adam, much like we tore apart the BuzzFeed article when they stupidly said that McDonald's barbecue sauce was the best dipping sauce in fast food.
Hot sauce is the best.
It is. Hot sauce is the best. But we are going to go through the 31, some quicker than others, but 31 candies that Thrillist polled and ranked for Halloween.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm sure I'm going to be pissed by the end of it.
Starting at number 1, you're not going to like this. 31 coming in with Smarties. Smarties are beat so many candies to be at number 31.
Yeah, but they're last on the list, and that's okay with me. I mean, there might be some stuff that's not included that I am going to care about by the end. But
I know.
Smarties being low, it's fine.
Yeah, it tastes like fucking old people bones that
Yeah.
get grounded up. How about number 30, Airheads?
I think those should be a little higher. I like those. They're not great.
How come the mystery flavor is still a mystery flavor after all these years? It's not a mystery
I
anymore.
always thought it was lemonade.
It is lemonade.
Yeah.
If
Or
it's-
lemon.
It's lemonade. It's lemonade. Jolly Ranchers coming in at 29. I don't like Jolly Ranchers.
It's not a Halloween candy. I do like the little ones that I can just pop in and like leave it. The big stick ones are annoying.
Why would those even exist, by the way? Because your hands just get sticky.
I might regret this.
What?
I think Jolly Ranchers might have the best cherry flavor on the market.
You're not wrong.
Their cherry is strong,
It is,
not medicinal. Yeah.
Yeah,
Boy, I'm just going to sound fatter and fatter as we go.
well, that's why I preface
Jolly
this with
Ranchers are
type 2
strong.
diabetes.
Except,
Are you a fucking Jolly Rancher sommelier?
well, do Jolly Ranchers have a banana?
I can't
I don't
recall.
think so. They have a grape, though, and I like the grape.
The grape is really
yeah,
good.
even their grape is good.
But I don't like them as enough to.
They're not a Halloween
No,
treat.
no. How about this one? This will piss you off. At number
I already
28,
see it.
Sour Patch Kids.
That should be top 10.
Easily, right?
Yeah.
Because it ranks
Way too low.
It ranks lower than number 27, which is Runts.
Get them off the fucking list. I wouldn't even consider them fucking candy.
Runts are like if you melted down Legos and stamped fruit shapes out of them.
It's just, oh, do you have fillings? You don't anymore.
Oh yeah. So
You just bit into that hard banana.
you know how many kids I watched get a box of those thinking it's going to be awesome and biting into it and it's just regret.
They are fun shapes as a kid. But then it's like, ew, I don't want these at all.
Yeah, well, it's almost like training kids to eat charms for your bracelet.
There was another one back in the day when we were kids. They came out with the actual gobstoppers from Wonka. And they were freaking awful. They made me throw up once.
The gobstop. Well, because you ate so many.
I forced them in even though I didn't like them. And then,
I want them so bad.
that's the end of that.
How about number 26, Blow Pops?
Off the damn list.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Tootsie Pops, which isn't even on the list.
Not on the list at all.
Very superior to a blow pop.
Fucking spoiler alert. No Tootsie Pops. Tootsie Pops for me, top 10.
Really?
Top fucking 10.
It's strong, especially the orange one. Is my
Orange and their cherry.
favorite. Their cherry's pretty good. Actually, the blow pop cherry's pretty good, but then you get to the gum and everything's ruined.
Yeah, it's ruined. Yeah.
But orange Tootsie Pop. Somehow, the chocolate and the orange work well together.
Just works.
Oh, killer. And the cherry is probably my second favorite.
How about Whoppers at 25?
Get the fuck out of here.
Who eats Whoppers?
I mean, it is. I do only eat them at Halloween time because, like, they
You
come
know-
up somewhere.
Here's the problem with this, Adam.
Maybe-
Is every time I say who eats this, you go, well, sometimes I.
Like, maybe put it at 30. It's low on the list, but I always try one. I'm like, nah, still don't like them. You know what I mean? Like, it's chocolate covered. I probably would never even try them if they weren't chocolate covered.
Tell me more about Chub Chub.
I like the candy.
How about this is what I don't understand. Milky Way coming in at 23.
You missed my movie theater candy.
Oh, Milk Duds, which aren't bad.
It's my go-to at a movie
Yeah.
theater. Because I eat them slowly because I'm so fucking fat.
Well, also too, they get stuck in your teeth.
Yeah, so
They really
it's like
do.
something for the credits.
Oh,
I'm
there's
still
something,
picking 'em out.
There's something after the credits roll through. I'm gonna find out. What about the Milky Way at 23?
I'm fine with that because it's an
Shut your mouth.
unpopular opinion for me,
Okay.
but it's just a little beta to Snickers, basically.
What the original one? Yeah, totally. I get that. But if you make it the dark chocolate one,
It improves.
Game
That's an
changer.
improver, but there's
Game
probably a
changer.
dark chocolate Snickers that just would knock it out.
no,
of the
it's
park.
not. No, I'm gonna tell you right now. I've had the dark chocolate Snickers.
Okay, I've never had that. But maybe that's that maybe is your defense right there, because I have had dark chocolate Milky Ways a lot, and they are better.
They're really good.
I haven't gone to darks. I've never tried the.
Can I tell you my fat kid thing I did one year for?
You smushed them all together.
Well, I did that once too.
And they made a grilled cheese out of them.
Close. So I made a s'more out of the dark chocolate Milky Way.
There you go.
Yeah, it was really good.
I will really again. Good. I think it's come up on the podcast before, and I'm sure this candy's in the top 10, but we'll see. My niece taught me, instead of using a Hershey bar for s'mores, you use a Reese cup.
Yep.
And changed my life.
Yeah. And then,
a 3-year-old changed my life.
Your 3-year-old added 10 pounds to your body weight.
That night.
That night. How about Laffy Taffy coming in at 22?
I think I like it a little bit better than that. I hate the banana flavor, but I like everything else.
Banana sucks.
Good strawberry flavor.
There's not very many banana candies I like.
No, me neither.
Yeah, it's tough.
I don't know if there's any. Actually.
That fake banana candy, I'm not a fan of that. Nerds coming in at 21.
Off the list. Yeah. I hate them. They hurt my teeth.
Nerds Ropes, on the other hand.
They're better.
Good.
Still don't love them. They are an improvement.
One of my favorite candies coming in at 20, which I would skyrocket, Skittles.
I have a weird relationship with Skittles.
So do you put them in?
No, I always think I don't like them, and then I have a couple, and I'm like, oh no, I really like these.
Yeah. Well, I think because Skittles too. So I don't know about you. So I'm gonna poll you real quick. Skittles, are you a 1-by-1 guy, or are you like empty the bag into your hand and which one do you do?
I'm an OCD freak. I pour the whole bag out.
Okay.
If I'm not on the move, separate them by color, and then eat them one by one by color. Like I'll eat all the purple, I'm.
Where are the bodies, Adam?
I'm real weird with Skittles. Because I like the lime the best, so I save them for the end.
Those are really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I eat the grape first, and then end with
yeah.
I don't remember my order between that, but that's...
Yeah.
If they were in front of me, I would remember like Rain Man. I'd just be like...
Definitely lime. Definitely.
Yeah, I don't think I eat those on the go much. I think I'm always like sitting, and I'm... Yeah, it's...
Well, it's also
the only candy I do.
It's fun to play around with them too a little bit.
They slide nice.
Yeah,
they don't melt.
That's true. Yeah. Payday 19. I like Paydays a lot.
I think that's a perfect spot for them.
Yeah. Middle of the pack, serviceable.
Yeah.
Good to go. How about Haribo gummies at 18?
It'd be like gummy bears, right?
Yeah. They're serviceable.
They're there.
Same thing.
They're somewhere between 15 and the end of the list.
Yeah, I would say. Yeah. I'd bump them up a little bit.
Not much of a Halloween candy, though.
Not really.
That's just like a general candy.
Like get it anytime you want to. Junior Mint 17. Hard opinion on this one. Get the fuck off the list. You're a movie theater candy, and that's
a movie theater candy. I agree.
Get the fuck out of here. 16, I have the biggest fucking problem with. This is my favorite candy, and that it's not in the top 10 and not even approaching the top 10. It really pisses me off. Twizzlers. I'll murder people.
I agree. That should be at least near 10, if not in the top 10.
It's top 10. It's not number 1.
No,
but it's top 10 material.
Probably top 10.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you make straws out of them. When you were a kid running around getting the Huggies,
drink a Coke out of them.
Yeah, well, when you got the Huggies when you were a kid, remember that?
And then
you would you shove the.
Like, oh man, why do I have an addiction to sugar now?
Oh, well, there you go. Why's my poop green? Number 15, Baby Ruth. That's pretty standard. I like that.
Yeah, it's fine right there.
Ranks higher than Payday, which makes sense.
Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah. M&M's at 14, which is odd to me. That's a top 10 candy.
I don't know if it is because our top 10 is getting pretty full. It might be like, it might be right where it's at. It might be like top 12. Top 15. I think that's fair.
That's fair. Yeah,
it's a
well. Wait till we get to a couple of more of these, and you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, it might be knocking some stuff down. Right?
Yeah, I think so. How about number 13, flavored Tootsie Rolls? Get the fuck out of here.
I do like the vanilla ones, and I only get those.
What?
I like the vanilla and the lemon.
You are a psychopath.
They're softer than the chocolate ones, and it's like nice.
Yeah,
it's almost like a Laffy Taffy.
Everything's softer than the chocolate ones because they're mass produced. But the vanilla ones are meant for serial killers.
Oh, I love them.
I know you do.
I don't think they belong at 13. Maybe like 20-ish.
I'm not getting nauseous thinking about vanilla.
I love them. I'll eat them right in front of your face. The blue ones are good too. There's a lot of good flavored Tootsie Rolls. The orange ones are good too. Okay, I like them all. I think. I might just eat them on the podcast next week. They're like not as good Starbursts to me.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see it. How about Heath bars at 12?
Probably should be a little lower.
Yeah,
I like those in a blizzard. I don't really like them at. That's the best blizzard in my opinion, actually.
The Heath bar with
Between that and Oreo. Oh my god, I'm so fat. But yeah.
Tell me more about your eating habits.
Around the middle of the list for Heath bar.
Yeah, I could agree with that. How about Starburst clocking in at number 11?
Top 10 candy.
Yeah, easily a top 10 candy. Top 10 starting off right now. Hershey bars.
Maybe a 10, maybe a little lower.
It's like the staple.
I know it's big for us here in Pennsylvania because it's
the
made
staple.
Here, but,
yeah.
It's standard. And it might be 10. That's not offensive.
Number 9, Reese's Pieces.
That should be higher. That's top 5.
Yeah. You think?
It would be in my top 5, I think so.
Well, it would really piss you off because number 8's Nestle Crunch bars.
Off the list.
Yeah. Nestle Crunch
No place.
is like whatever Nestle's trick was. It was like, how do we sneak on this a shitty piece of candy?
I think it's been discontinued, but do you remember Bunch of Crunch?
Dude, Bunch of Crunch was so good.
That was really good. But Country bars fucking suck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bunch of Crunch was the shit.
Bunch of Crunch was the shit. Speaking of weird shit, I'll put these two together. How do I know you're poor at Halloween time? Mr. Goodbar at 7 and 100 Grand at 6.
Both off the list. 100 Grand is just like a worse Nestle's Crunch.
It really is.
Mr. Goodbar is just, it's off. They're both off. You do the only I'm not defending it.
It sounds like you are.
But the only way you could defend Mr. Goodbar is I only see them at Halloween time.
That's true.
They're still the shittiest. But
you ever seen
only
anyone
see them...
like have a full Mr. Goodbar?
Right. No,
never.
They're a serial killer.
Oh,
Stop
yeah.
throwing your daggers at me and my flavored Tootsie Rolls, and what else
it's
dividing
not
up the
so much about the flavored Tootsie Rolls. It's the vanilla.
I think I might divide up the Skittles and then eat them with vanilla Tootsie Rolls just to really freak you out.
I don't want to do this with you anymore. So how about
but both of those off the list. That's it. The only thing I think Good Bar made it on the list at all. I don't know why at number 7, but it's only because you see it at Halloween.
It's a bottom 30.
Yeah.
How about Butterfinger coming in at number 5?
Probably not in my top 5, but top 10.
Top 10 for sure.
Yeah, top 15.
That's a good segue candy.
Yeah.
To get real fat about it. Like I'm having so many fruity candies. I'm like, ooh, a Butterfinger with the peanut butter and the chocolate. Then I can go on to something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Kit Kat's number 4.
Totally. Yeah. Definitely in my top 5.
100%. Snickers number 3.
Yeah, that's fine.
Twix number 2.
I would switch that back down to like where Reese Pieces is, like top 10, but not top. Definitely not top 3, not top 5 even.
Also, too, I'm gonna let you know right now, Mr. Goodbar, 100 Grand. They can like combine together and get on a boat and get sunk for Twizzlers.
Viking
to get up in
Funeral.
There. Yeah, because Twizzlers needs to come up there.
And then you can just put Twix right next to Twizzlers.
Absolutely, yeah, yeah, side by side for sure. And then last but not least. Number 1 in your programs and number 1 in your cholesterol stream, Reese's peanut butter cups.
They got one right.
That's that.
They got the king right.
They did. They really did. That's the one. Like you said, I have eaten them frozen, hot, s'mores.
I've eaten them melted in the car. Just.
Oh, you ever forget one and find it? And you're like, oh fuck, yeah. Oh yeah, and that wrapper.
I call that forget and find out.
Forget and find out. Well, that's a new shirt.
It's just chocolatey hands.
Perfect. Yeah.
Looks like you might have wiped with it. Looks like you might have ate a Reese.
Well, it's as a dad too. I'm letting you know right now. There's a game I like to play called Pooper Chocolate because it is a game we have to play every once in a while.
That is like that. I'd rather play Russian roulette.
I've only lost a couple times.
Oh my god, so gross. Another thing about Kit Kats though, the little ones are the best. Like the ones
Why are they?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I've gotten full size ones before. And I'm like,
I need all this.
I don't know why.
But
we'll have to find out.
Friend of the podcast, Jenny D, at one point got us a whole bag of the white chocolate. I think matcha. The matcha ones.
Those are good.
Those were incredible. And they were the little guys. And I remember saying to myself, like, I was eating one of them, and I was like, if I had a whole pack of this, I would not like it as much.
They do an Easter seasonal one now that's white chocolate with, like, lemon wafer.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's insane.
Dude,
It's insane.
I'm borderline type 2 diabetic, and if I get a bag of those, guess who's getting insulin?
I just like it because now I get Kit Kats at Halloween and at Easter.
They're trying to cover all the seasons. That's a smart play.
Yep, it was a great play.
That's a smart play.
But yeah, I do like Thrillist better than BuzzFeed at this point because they got at least got the number one right. And their top 5 was pretty strong.
Their top 5 wasn't bad. Like, yeah, when you start from Butterfinger, Kit Kat, Snickers, Twix, and then Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, I'd be happy with that.
Is there anything offensively off the list?
Oh, easily, yeah. Swedish Fish not being here,
I agree,
is number 1. I would say Spree's not being in the top 10.
Of course, you would say that.
I mean, it's my favorite candy. It's poverty.
Candy.
It's poverty candy.
Your Big Lots candy.
Love it. Was happy to see Smarties on there. But you know who I didn't see on here?
I'm surprised York peppermint patties aren't, but Junior Mints were.
For Halloween candy, though, you know who I was surprised I didn't see on here? Who? Dots.
Yeah, that's the worst thing to get, isn't it? That should have been like the
but
30.
It should have been in there.
That should have been like the 30.
Yeah. It doesn't. It's not top 10. It's not top 15. Not top 20. But
it might be the only thing that I hate more than runts, to be honest.
It is. Yeah, it's up there. But you always know that. When you get your candy, you're like, here's all my good stuff, and here's my trade stuff, and your trade stuff is always that. And then, like, Dots is like, we have tropical flavors now? Like, I'm fucking sure you do. Like, nobody wants that.
Sure, they still taste like candles.
Yeah, it's like, that's how Sensi got started, by the way. All the fucking Dots no one could eat.
Burn them.
Yeah, this is like a fucking zebra fart. Yeah, the MLM started, and then all of a sudden everyone's eating fucking candles. And
unicorn cotton candy.
Fuck off. I can't get a real job. What am I going to do? Go on Facebook and figure out how to sell candles to people.
You're just attacking people that are caught up in a pyramid scheme, Matt.
It's not a pyramid scheme. It's like this. It's one layer here. It's layer.
This layer's wider. It's a temple.
Adam, on to your favorite segment that we get to do.
Questions from the internet.
Questions from the internet.
Yeah.
Thank you again to all of our listeners. We are at DWTB on social media, and you guys on Twitter always give us some of the funniest questions to kind of pitch to each other. So again, at DWTB on the 4 major socials: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Thank you to my family. Whoop whoop. So,
God damn it,
Adam,
do we have are these Juggalo questions?
No. Well, I don't know. Maybe
next week.
Well, juggalos are people too, man. This could be.
We'll see.
Adam, number 1, is soup a whole meal?
Well, I mean, soup's a broad category.
Yeah. Well, that's where you get to use your mind. Though, like, have you ever had a soup where you're like, "This is so good"?
Well, do you consider chili a soup? Because some places do.
No.
Some places put that as a soup du jour.
I can't agree that chili is a soup.
Okay.
It's more of a stew. Really?
I think it's like a hybrid.
Yeah.
So I think chili could be a meal.
Chili is definitely a meal.
I like chicken noodle soup.
Skyline chili. Fuck off.
Chicken noodle soup never fills me up. There's some of those like heartier, like cheesier Italian soups that could be.
Yeah.
Like the tortellini soups.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Max and Irma's has that chicken
like the
tortilla
Southwest
soup.
chicken tortilla.
Yeah,
That's
really
pretty good.
Yeah.
Still doesn't fill me all the way up though.
It doesn't.
I get that like instead of fries or something though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which you're just trading in the grease fat for the sodium.
Yeah. Same way. I'll sweat it out on the way to the car.
Just run in place real quick.
Yeah, probably on the whole, no.
Yeah, it depends. Like, I would say the only way it's a meal is that you have to give it a caveat or like a vehicle.
I love soup.
I do too.
Yeah, if you get it in a bread bowl at Panera,
that's what I was gonna say.
Please don't get a sandwich.
Yeah, don't, because that's too much. That's too much. Yeah. You have to go to the bathroom at Panera and stand there for 45 minutes.
There's nothing better than the broccoli cheddar
in
a bread bowl.
In a bread bowl, oh yeah.
But then I looked at the calories. I was like, oh, I could just eat 2 sandwiches.
Yeah, you could eat 2 sandwiches and 2 beers and a soda. So what I get is from Panera, when I do go to Panera, I get the autumn squash soup, which is really good, and I get that in a bread bowl.
My wife likes that one.
Really good. I really enjoy it.
I'm not a big squash fan.
Well, that's the only way it's a meal.
It's good. I just can't do a whole thing of that.
It's a lot. But that's the only way I think it's a meal, is if you have it like in a bread bowl.
And I don't think that counts. I think you basically got yourself a soup sandwich at that point.
Well, and endless breadstick soup and salad, you got to put it with breadsticks and salad to make it something. So If Olive Garden can't get it right, who can?
I don't think just hot dogs are a meal, but if you put them in a bun,
Shut the fuck up. Hot dogs by themselves can be a meal. It depends on how many you're going
I'd
to eat.
have to eat like 12 of them.
You stop at 12?
I don't know. Without the buns, it would be an interesting challenge.
Well, Joey Chestnut would beg to differ.
He does it with the buns, though.
He does. He dips them.
Glizzy Nation.
Adam, do you consume energy drinks? If you do, what is your favorite one? And secondly, lastly, I guess, what is your least favorite?
Well, here's our first Juggalo question.
Very whoop whoop. Yeah.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. on this
Yes, I do consume them. I consumed one today.
one. Okay.
My favorite one currently is the Ghost Red Sour Patch Kid one.
Really good.
And then my least favorite is, I think, regular Red Bull.
Yeah.
Just don't like them.
It tastes like a laser.
Drank a little bit too much of it in college, in cocktails, and just, I don't even like the smell of it.
With Jägermeister.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. I do consume energy drinks. That's the thing I do. Every once in a while, I'm not as frequent with it as I used to be. Before, I would drink Amp like every day at college. But I also smoked like a pack of cigarettes a day too. So
Yeah,
like
we were both in that club.
times have changed.
God, those were good times.
They were good times. My favorite one currently, I would say I do like Ghost a lot too. But if I have to like grab one real quick, I do enjoy the Bang Red, White, and Blue.
Okay. I liked a couple flavors of Bang, and they discontinued everything.
I know.
They had the rose.
Oh, the rose
one was so good, and I can't find it anywhere
Yeah,
anymore.
it's done. But the red, white, and blue one's still available. It tastes like a bomb pop.
Let's try that one out. So it's like mostly lemon, a little bit of blueberry, a little bit of cherry.
Yeah.
Let's try that one out.
So I like that one. And my least favorite is fucking any C4.
Yeah, you scared me off of those before I could even try.
Dude, yeah. So like people behind the curtain say like I'm out with one of my coworkers and he is super into the energy drink game. He's like, hey, and it was my birthday. He goes, hey, I got you donuts and I got you an energy drink. I was like, I like you. Thank you so much for that. He hands me the energy drink. He's like, it tastes like Starburst. It tastes like red Starburst. I'm like, oh, I love red Starburst. Crack that thing open, drink it. We're on our way to the thing we got to go do. And all of a sudden, I'm like, my chest itches, my neck itches. And I was like, what's up with this? He goes, there's pre-workout in it. I'm like, what? You drugged me. You drugged me. And then, of course, because I opened it and I'm poor, I have to drink the whole thing because I can't waste it. So I am on fire.
So that's the thing about that. There's pre-workout.
Just pre-workout in it.
C4.
Yeah.
Did it taste like red Starburst?
It really did. It did. And then once the itching started, I couldn't focus on the flavor of the goddamn thing. It was just like I felt like I was on fire and I had ants all over me.
So did it also make it like the what do they call like the fat burning thing, like a thermo?
Like I was sweating?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the thermogenic.
Yeah.
Kinda. There's a rain one.
Yeah.
It's like watermelon something, and it's thermogenic. And I had that one before, and I was sweating.
Okay. I'm glad I haven't had that one.
Felt like I was
I've seen that one, but I've never tried it.
running miles with that thing under my fucking breath.
I'll stick with Ghost.
Yeah.
It's like natural caffeine. I don't know how they do it. They taste great.
Yeah.
A few of them taste like the fake sugar, but
Yeah.
not that red. Not that red.
The orange creamsicle one tastes
Tastes
very
yeah,
fake.
and I got a little bit of it. They do a Swedish fish one that's really good until the aftertaste.
And that's where you're like,
But both of the Sour Patch ones are pretty good.
I do like
But
Sour
I just
Patch
prefer
ones,
the
yeah.
red one.
Yeah. Last but not least here, speaking of ghosts, Adam, do you believe in ghosts?
Do I believe in ghosts? The thing about ghosts, they're interesting.
The ghosts.
It's interesting.
They're interesting.
I do. I actually looked at these notes last night and was talking with Lori about it, and she's like, I don't. I was like, well, I do. And she was like, well, I haven't seen any ghosts in Jinko jeans or anything. It's always like
Kids that died.
it's always like colonial.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's a good point. But no, I mean, I've never seen a ghost.
I was
but
gonna ask you, yeah.
I've had inexplicable stuff in this house and in the house I had as a young child, which is actually right down the street from here.
Yeah.
That happened that was just
Unexplainable.
like
Yeah.
doors shutting and lights turning on or off and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Not a lot here. Like here, it's just been a door shut, and it's always everything freaky happens in this basement. Actually,
Yeah,
I don't have it on any other floor. But yeah, I believe there's something. I don't know if it's like ghosts, but
Yeah.
there's like paranormal energy or something.
Yeah,
Maybe,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm not into the terms, but
I would-
I've seen things I can't explain.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Same thing. I think there has to be. I don't know. I'm not saying there has to be something, but I've had situations where things have been weird, and you can like feel it. You know.
Yeah.
There was a time.
Catch a shiver in an old house. Yeah.
Well, there was a time, and it was so weird. I was still in college, and I was riding in a car with my buddy. I'll just call him B. I was riding with B, and we were going somewhere. And I'm driving my car, and my car like stutters, and the lights kind of flicker inside the car, and it kind of slows down, and nothing we can explain to it. And the radio station was changing very quickly, but it was like an analog dial that I had, but it was like changing itself. And then like we got past this part of the road we were on, and then it kicked back up, and then like my car was going. And at the time, I had like a Honda Accord, and I knew how to fix it up, so I was like always constantly in the hood and doing. And I was like, well, maybe I fucked something up, because that's possible. I mean, I'm an idiot, but yeah, I was like, that's fucking crazy. And then that same night when I got back home, I had a stereo, and it was doing the same thing. It was like the lights were flickering off and on.
You Ubered a ghost back.
I think I Ubered a ghost. Yeah. Yeah, and it was like, and I was listening to back in the day when 937 wasn't the fan. It was 94 point.
It was B94.
B94.
Yeah.
I was listening to the Backstreet Boys. Yep.
Well, you deserve to get haunted.
Yeah, and it was like it was just going back and forth, and then it stopped, and then it went right back to I want it that way. I was like, okay, we're back to it.
You just wanted to sing that.
I did.
It's a fake story.
No.
Well, fake radio station.
Fake radio.
Fake song.
But no, it's that shit. I was like, and that was the only time I had the coincidence. But I was like, I don't know, doing a lot of drugs.
It might have just been that.
Yeah, probably that.
You're literally just doing this with the radio.
Oh, Adam, we're done with the ghosts. We're done with the candy. We're done making sure that Natty Bo can't take out hams.
And we just finished up with brewing up a cure.
And we did, and you know what? Thank you everyone who came out, and thank
Absolutely.
you. This is the closeout to the season too. So everyone that came out to Bash Brew Beer Fest 2022, thank you very much. We've taken home some amazing accolades this year. Yeah.
It's been a good year.
And
It's been a really good year.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in 2023.
Yeah.
But if you want to see us before 2023,
Yes.
we'll be down here in the Jojitorium, so hit us up.
Absolutely. So, and you can do that by following Adam at Bash_Brew on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. He's also on Untapped. If you want to know what's going on, the boys down here at the Jojitorium, we are at DWTB on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And don't forget about our Gmail account, DWTB@gmail.com. We're also on Redbubble, where dad hats are always $19.52. And don't forget about the YouTube. We are trying to get 100 subscribers by the end of 2022, and you can be a part of that. So like, subscribe, share, hit the bell for notifications. Does nothing for you, but everything for us. So until next time, wherever you are listening to this episode, where we're drinking hams and natty bows,
I only got Bo left. I finished my hams.
we're nothing but bows over here. Until next time, cheers.
Whoop, whoop.
I knew you'd love it. Ooh, what's up, Jeffrey Dahmer? Do you want to eat me? I hope
I could
so.
do